Hey going guys, it's l0lergy here. This video will be a little longer than the other ones because I'm going to have to do a bit of an introduction because I haven't really made a video before. If you haven't already noticed, there's nothing on my channel. Um, this series will be a road to 120 Slayer. I've always wanted it, and Slayer's been my favourite skill since day one. I've been playing on and off for over 10 years now, and I got 99 Slayer back in 2011 I think, and I haven't done much of it at all because I've been busy with real life stuff, but I'm back playing now, so hopefully with the time I got I can actually get there. And I thought it'd be a good idea to document my journey on the way there and do this sort of little episodic series of my loot and my experience and all the good things that come with that. So this won't be the only series on my channel. This will be one of. It'll be somewhat similar to other YouTubers how they have like road. There'll be more than one series. So let's get into it. This task was my Aviansie's task, and I've always liked doing armor on my Aviansie's task. I used to do it back in EoC, and I thought I'd give it a crack on Legacy this time just to compare the difference. So those people who are looking for a bit of information on how to do armor on Legacy, this is probably a good video for you. My next task, I'll actually do a guide for it to help some people out get started, but you might be able to pick up a thing or two from just watching this here now. And yeah, so pretty much I went with my usual build, my 4 overloads, my 4 renewals, a bunch of restores, and brews. In Legacy, brews are better than they were in EoC. I went with the 3 brew to 1 restore ratio, which I used to use back in the day, and I can tell you now that was a mistake. You need a lot more brews and a lot less restores. I took Vampirism and I took full Pernix, my Ascensions, my Slayer helmet, and used Ascension bolts, and it did alright, I guess. I mean, it's not. How do I say? It's about, I'd say, 20 to 15% slower than EoC if you're actually concentrating. In EoC, you have full free will and you have a lot more maneuverability over the damage you can do in that style of gameplay. Whereas in Legacy, it's a lot more RNG. And if you don't know what RNG mean, it's like a random number generator, as in you can hit low, you can hit high, and a lot of your kills come down to whether you hit high or low. Whereas in Legacy, within EoC, you can sort of mitigate that effect a lot more with having a lot more control of your abilities. So some fights I did without it using a brew. Some I did using 2 brews. There isn't much consistency there, but overall I'd say on average it'd be about 20%, 15% slower at the moment. And I'm using almost best in slot gear. I don't have Death Lotus and all that. I'm just using your normal Pernix and all that. So I gauged it pretty well. I don't have any clips on here of me doing it in EoC. I might do that in my guide. I might compare them. But I've been trying out Legacy for now. It's new. Give it a run, give some feedback on the forums, and hopefully Jagex can fix a few issues here and there. For my opinion on EoC versus Legacy for Slayer, I won't talk about the actual EoC versus Legacy as a whole, I'll do that later on, but in terms of Slayer, I sort of enjoy Legacy more for Slayer, because back in the day when I got it at 99, it was sort of more AFKable, and to me, I mean, I like the AFK-ness of Slayer and RuneScape in general because I can be watching something on the other screen or I can be doing something on the other screen. That's just a personal preference of mine. Don't take that as godsend speak. I mean, other people are free to do what they want. It's their game. They can play it how they want. But as for me, I found Legacy more accommodating to the old play style I used to have in RuneScape. But don't get me wrong, I do enjoy EoC. Sometimes it's good to have a lot more sort of brain work involved in a kill or, a lot more strategy and sort of stuff like that. EoC was good for bossing, especially with Slayer. You could go trips without using food. Like I used to be able to stay at armor for 10 overloads, no worries. But I only had a quick trip this time because it's just a Slayer task. I wanted to get it over and done with, and you've probably already seen it. But in the video, I did get an Armadyl chest plate on my 4th kill. I'm trying to go for a hilt because Legacy's come out now and hilts have gone up skyrocketing. Last I checked, AGS was around 30 mil, so hilts have a lot more value to them now, but I'm not really going to complain with the chest plate at all because I think they're around 10 mil. When I got 99 Slayer, I had a Slayer tab, but I sold that off, and that was about 280 mil, maybe a bit more than that, because back when I was doing Slayer, whips were about 3 mil each, Staff for Lights were 9 mil each, and when I got a 99 Slayer back then, it was 15k experience an hour, and it got me 99 attack, strength, defense, range, magic, prayer, summoning, and hit points. So I got a lot of other 99s when I got 99 Slayer. But now that I've come back to it, the game's evolved a lot. There's a lot more gear, a lot more accessibility to items. I want to see how that affects it now and go for 120 Slayer. It's a goal I've always had. I think I'm currently sitting around 15, 16 mil experience. It is a long road to get to, but a bit of persistence and a bit of dedication, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get there. So this video is a little bit more, I guess you could say, off topic to what I'd normally talk about in a video. This was more very specific to a boss fight with Legacy. In the next videos, it'll be actually just recounts of tasks I've done and talking about the tasks with doing Legacy versus EoC. And there'll be it'll be more formative, I guess you could say, as this is a little bit more of an introduction video. But with that, I hope you learn anything, or you learn a thing or two from watching this video, or you get some tips and pointers on how to do bosses in Legacy. It's pretty much the same tactic as it was before. There's nothing much different, except for the fact that you might need a little less supply because your gear's a lot higher. So if you go back to video guides back in maybe 2011 or 2012, just before EoC, there won't be much difference at all. The gear setup's almost the same, the item setup's almost the same. So for people looking on advice on how to do that, just go look those videos up, and just when they give you examples of gear you should take, you might just have to update that because there's obviously better gear available. And in the coming days, or whenever I get another Aviansie Slayer task, I'll do a guide and I'll chuck that up, and it'll be a Legacy guide. It won't be an EoC guide because there's abundance of EoC guides out there, and Legacy's new, and I'm thoroughly testing it right now, so we might as well put a guide up. Hopefully I can get it to the quality of old Bomberlocks guides. If you're unaware of him, he was a YouTuber who used to do a lot of guides, and they were excellent quality, very informative. So hopefully I can replicate something like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoy what you see, subscribe. I'll be trying to put videos out every couple of days, or whenever I have time. I've still got to think of a few ideas for series. That being said, though, if you want me to do a specific series, comment in the comments and I'll do it for you. No worries. I'm looking for ideas on what to do. You know, Slayer, Road to all Barrows Islands, anything like that. You know, anything you want to see, I won't hesitate to do it, and I might do a bank video for if you ask nicely. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll see you later.